Hi there, my name is Dickson. I am an award-winning and multilingual tutor at the Profs, having graduated from the LSE. I specialize in subject tutoring in economics, maths, and Mandarin for GCSE and A levels, as well as 11 plus, 13 plus, 16 plus ISEB and CAT4 entrance exams for the most competitive UK independent and grammar school admissions. Students that I've tutored have gained entry to or are currently studying in top UK schools, such as King's School Wimbledon, St. Paul's, Dulwich College, Wycombe Abbey, Cheltenham Ladies College, etc. And in some of the best UK universities, including Oxford, Cambridge, the LSE, UCL, King's College London, etc. 97% of my A-level students achieve at least a grade B or higher, with 72% achieving A stars and A's. And I boast a 100% success rate when it comes to my GCSE students achieving at least grade 6. Okay, look, we've all been there. That moment when you realize you've fallen behind on your studies, whether it's because of an illness, other commitments, or just plain procrastination, catching up can feel overwhelming. But fear not, I'll share 5 practical steps to help you get back on track. Each tip is designed to be actionable and effective. I'm Dickson Wong, and let's dive in. Step number 1, pause and think. The first step to catching up is to stop and figure out how far behind you actually are. Assessing your situation is essential, as we do not want to waste time doing things that are unhelpful in helping us catch up, which tends to happen when we don't have a clear vision of where we're heading and what needs to be done. And here's the how and the why of pause and think. Firstly, why does it matter? Because without knowing the full scope of what you've missed, it's very hard to create a plan. Very often, we stress about how much we've fallen behind, but once you've broken it down, it may not be as bad as you imagined. Picture this as you standing at the bottom of a large mountain, looking up. Before you start the climb, you take a deep breath and map out the best route, because you know rushing forward without a plan only makes the climb harder and steeper. How do we assess then? Okay, go through your syllabus or the lesson plans to see what topics you've missed. Make a list of the readings and the assignments and the topics that are incomplete, and then organize them in a timeline to see when things were due and prioritize what needs immediate attention. If need be, don't hesitate to ask your teacher or classmate or tutors for notes or summaries of the materials that you've missed. This will help you quickly grasp what you need to study. Step 2, prioritize what's most important. Okay, so now that you know what you have missed, the next step is to prioritize. Trying to catch up on everything at once can lead to a burnout, which doesn't help. So let's focus on what matters most first. Not all the missed work is equally important. Some topics are foundational, meaning you need them to understand future materials, while others may not be as critical for the immediate future. Prioritizing allows you to focus on what makes the biggest difference in catching up quickly. My suggestion is use the 80-20 rule. Focus on 20% of the task or topics that will give you 80% of the result. This will ensure that you're using your time in the most efficient manner. How do you prioritize then? Okay, identify the core topics that are essential for understanding future materials. Ask yourself questions like, okay, which topics are the most important for the upcoming assignment or even exam? What topics are repeated or built upon later? Create that priority list and tackle the most crucial one first. Step 3, scale back on other commitments. Okay, I get it. We're all busy people. So when you're falling behind on your study, time is now your most valuable asset. Reducing any non-essential commitments, be that a part-time job or social events, frees up more time for focused studying. Of course, this doesn't mean completely cutting out everything, and certainly not permanently, but prioritizing what's most important right now is a tough choice, I understand, but it's a necessary one. So, how do you do it? First, identify those time drainers. List all of your weekly commitments and see where you can temporarily reduce the involvement. For example, you might choose to skip certain society events or limit social events until you're fully caught up. 2, dedicate tasks. If you have obligations like chores or society responsibilities or family responsibilities, see if you can if those could be shared or dedicated to others. 3. Communicate with others. Let friends or classmates or family know about the fact that you're trying to focus on studies and may not be as available as you wish. Most people will understand it if you're honest about needing time for important academic work. So, to create time for yourself to catch up, scale back on distractions, scale back on non-essential commitments, scale back on what is not urgent. Step 4, create a catch-up schedule. Okay, so now we've assessed, we've prioritized, and we've freed up the time from non-essential commitments. The next step is to create a realistic catch-up schedule, which will help you organize your time and reduce stress. This is very important because without a structured plan, it is very easy to fall back into old habits of procrastination and then getting overwhelmed by the enormity of the task ahead. A catch-up schedule provides clear goals and deadlines, which makes it easier to stay focused and track your progress, and crucially, acts as a promise to yourself. And here's how to create a schedule. Break down your catch-up plan into smaller, manageable chunks. Spread these tasks over days or weeks depending on how far behind you are. But please make sure to include time for regular study, revision, and any new material being taught, because the last thing you want is to spend too much time catching up on the old materials and then end up falling behind on the new materials. So stick to your schedule as much as possible, but allow for flexibility in case things are taking a little bit longer than expected. Final step, understanding, not completing. Okay, now you're on the process of catching up. It can be very tempting to just rush through the materials and then tell yourself, hey, I've caught up. But that's not really what catching up is about. The goal is to understand the material, not just to finish it. Simply completing the task or reading the chapters without understanding the content will just kick the can further down the lane and leave you struggling once more later on. You need to make sure that you grasp the key concepts, especially for more difficult subjects like maths or economics, where each topic builds on top of the previous one. Picture 2 students. One student just rushed through everything as quickly as possible so that he or she has covered every topic on the syllabus, while the other one take their time to understand the core concepts deeply, even if it means that they may not cover every single bullet point on the syllabus. Who do you think will be better prepared for the exams? Now, the common question is, how do I truly know that I am understanding, not completing? Well, after each study session, try to explain the material back to yourself or to somebody else. If you can explain the concept clearly, it means you've understood it. If not, it's okay. Go back and review the topic again. And don't hesitate to ask help from your teachers or tutors if something is not clear. Also, don't just memorize formulas or techniques. Shift your focus on understanding why and how things work. This will deepen your understanding, which will make it easier for you to recall this information during the exam. When you fall behind, catching up can feel overwhelming. But by following these 5 steps, pause and think, prioritize what is most important, scale back on other commitments, create a catch-up schedule, and understanding, not completing, you are not just studying smarter, you're also building resilience and self-discipline. So, take a deep breath, stick to the plan, and I believe you're more than capable of climbing that mountain and reaching that summit. If you found this video to be useful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel, where we will give tutees like you the insider information that you need in order to get ahead at school and helping you get the best grades possible. Together, we will help you thrive to reach your academic goals. And if you would like us to help you improve your exam performance, please do not hesitate to get in touch with me or with our team of professionals. The contact information is on your screen right now. I'm Dickson from the Profs. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the very best of luck with your studies.